start streaming. Hmm. Yeah.
BS. So I don't know if you use either one of those. You're already using them for alerts, so you should just you already have everything set up for it. But there's also a plugin called I think it's called Altium. Anyways, it gives you Altium probably has the most options, like configurations for like different canvases, like vertical and horizontal and all, all the things. But
Hmm.
so like depending on I don't know, like if you're just trying to stream just to Twitch and YouTube, or if you want to do like vertical, or if you want to so. But it's also the one that is the biggest pain to get it to work all the time, in my opinion.
I can go check.
Yeah, that was a weird noise. I don't know what that was about.
Uh. Hmm. Oh, there we go. That's better. Cool. I'm alive.
Nice.
So at least something's out there.
So don't just start swearing uncontrollably.
Ah, doesn't matter if you do.
That's a big ass, Judd.
Yeah, we all know how much you like just swearing out the blue.
I do enjoy a good swear word.
I don't know if I've actually ever heard you swear.
It's pretty rare. I feel like people are too casual about it.
Yeah.
It's like it loses its
It should be for momentous occasions.
yeah, like for emergencies
Yeah.
or celebrations, right?
Yeah.
Like something really good or something really bad. It can't, if you just use it casually, it loses its. What do you do when something like really bad happens? It's like if you just use it casually, what do you do when you stump your toe? Like
Is it just? It is. I think I might just keep that up. Then two blocks. And we're at the corner. Cool.
I can confirm you're live on Twitch, Judd.
Yes, yeah. It says it's something like excellent quality, apparently. I listened to the audio quickly. I think both you and I are coming through about the same volume, which is good. A nice 2 a.m. stream.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's rare that somebody on Brokerock says something inappropriate, but every once in a while there's like a, like just a,
There's definitely been occasions where stuff has come out.
like either schmoolers or like maybe a joke that like maybe like it's not appropriate for everyone to see.
Yeah.
You never
But
know.
you'd expect that to happen.
Well, that's why I like to warn people.
Yeah.
I don't want them to go, oh, I didn't know you were streaming, so that's why I said that thing. Like I said, it's pretty rare on Brokerock. Pretty good group.
Yeah.
Sometimes what is appropriate for your friends to see is not always appropriate for everyone to see. I think it's going to be massive. Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a mod. Everybody's in trouble now.
Yeah. Don't abuse the power.
I don't agree to those terms.
Okay. I'm still gonna leave you mod.
Okay.
It was more like guidelines.
Same deal when DJC made me a mod on his Discord. I don't agree. I don't agree to any of your terms, sir. Fine. The only thing that ever happens, I mean, it's a very chill place and like people are really nice in there like all the time. But man, if you say the word O wrong in the O chain channel, they will lose it. Like,
There's rarely any messages there though.
it depends. Like sometimes it'll be like 500 messages in one day, and then sometimes it's like weeks before like a message will come through.
Yeah.
When the messages happen, it's always about something weird like Rubik's cubes or trains or something. It's like the I mean obviously it's because it's DJC. It's a weird place, but it runs in weird circles. Chess is really big there. Have you started talking about if you like chess or and stuff like that? I don't know if people know that, but DJC is a huge chess nerd. It has been a long time since I've played chess.
I used to run a chess club when I was younger. Never played it, but I used to run a club.
In my 20s, I used to have a roommate. We played chess all the time.
Hmm.
We might not have been sober. That's where I'll leave that at. But I used to do a lot of things that I don't do anymore. Like I used to read a lot back then, and I guess I still read a little bit, but like I don't read books anymore. I mainly just read like digital stuff. Like I mean, sometimes I'll read a book, but it has to be online. I can't just crack a book open, like a physical book anymore. I think the older I get, the more I get ADD, where I have to be doing like 10 things at one time to.
Yeah.
Like sitting quietly and reading a book sounds like the worst thing that could be. Like if I went to prison, I don't think I would make it. Not because it's prison, but because there's just nothing to do.
Yeah, I feel like prison's the worst bit of prison is like the loneliness and the boredom,
Yeah,
because you would get lonely.
and I get that. I get that you're supposed to be in prison, but at the same time, I don't. I don't think not occupying those people's minds is the best way to go.
Hmm.
Maybe they
It's like
should
the
be
isolation
learning.
rooms probably aren't the
Yeah,
best for minds.
like maybe how about you spend their time learning a skill so they don't
Yeah,
have to come back here.
I think the Swedish ones and like all Scandinavian prisons are just better, to be honest, than every other country.
Probably ours are for sure the worst. We
Hmm.
have the highest percentage of the population incarcerated of any country.
Yeah, and like recommission rate or
Yeah.
whatever the
Oh
word.
yeah. The
Reoffense.
recidivism. Yeah, like the reoffense rate is crazy high for that very reason. Because when they get out, what are they gonna do? Well, they didn't learn anything while they were in jail. Like so, like yeah, you set them in a box for 5 years or whatever. Didn't teach them anything. Now you put them back on the street with no new skills. Well, okay, well they had the same skills that they had when they got there.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna do the same thing that they did before to make money. And then you're gonna be shocked that they went back to prison. It's like, who is the idiot in this scenario? I mean, I guess you could if you go. Let's say you go to prison now, right? You come out of prison, you can be on TikTok or whatever and tell people what it's like being in prison because I see that all the time.
Hmm.
Not on TikTok, but on YouTube Shorts.
I see a lot of people with ankle monitors trying to brag about the fact they got ankle monitors.
That's a weird flex right there.
Yeah, all Americans, surprisingly.
Really, I don't guess I've seen those, but that is a weird flex. Thinking it's cool to have an ankle monitor.
Hmm.
I can't imagine that would be very fun. 'Cause I don't think you can get those things wet and like you can't go outside and you can't.
Yeah,
Just having something strapped to your ankle all the time seems like that would be.
quite uncomfortable.
Yeah. How do you sleep?
Yeah,
I don't know if it's strapped to the inside. Maybe you could turn it around. I don't. I've never had an ankle monitor, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. So
apparently you have to pay for them.
yeah, they're crazy expensive. I do know that about them is that they're like sometimes many hundreds, even to like many thousands of dollars a month.
Hmm. I think it's crazy that you have to pay for them. It's like you've been sent to prison now. Well,
Well, you can
not
pay
sent.
for it, or you can go to jail. I mean,
Yeah,
you can go to prison.
But what if the
I
reason
don't
you're
know if you
there
know
is
this,
because you
but
don't have money?
the thing about jails is prison and jail and stuff. It's not about correcting people. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about money.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, I
they
heard a
can charge
story.
you.
Can't remember much of the facts about it, other than this guy was wrongfully sent to jail, and then they made him pay for all the food that he bought. Well, he had when he was there when he got out.
Oh, nice. That seems about right. Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to be there, so he would have been getting free food. Yeah, that checks. Is that in America? 'Cause that absolutely
Yeah.
checks. That absolutely checks with something that we would do. Yeah, it's absolutely about money, and it's not. But like only if you're like middle class and lower. Like so, like if you're ultra rich, well then like you're not gonna go to prison because that's not what rich people do.
Hmm.
Yeah, really, really ultra rich people don't go to prison. That's the thing.
Everything's just like a fine to them, no matter what.
Well, it's disproportional, right? So like it's a disproportional punishment. So
Yeah.
if you got caught for let's say speeding or something, and it was let's say it's 250 pounds or whatever. Like the difference between 250 pounds for you and 250 pounds for someone who's like a millionaire, that's not the same percentage
No, yeah, that's.
of
I
your
think
income.
some countries were pushing
Some
for
countries do that. Yeah, some countries
yeah,
do
percentage
based
based.
on income.
Yeah.
So like, while that's a big incentive for me to slow down, that's nothing to them. They don't. That's not a.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. The justice system in the U.S. is wildly out of balance, and it has been for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, I've realized I've forgotten to get one thing. I need a glass.
How much glass do you need?
Just a little. It's just for the glass.
Is it clear? Is it clear glass?
Uh, black glass preferably.
I don't know if I have any. I have some clear. That's what I have.
I mean, I could probably get some ink sacks quite quickly. I think we've got some white
I
glass. I'm
think
not sure if we've got
I don't.
universal dyeing on, but
I don't know what that means.
like you can dye white to know the colors. I can't remember if
Well,
that was
I
one of
have
the
clear
packs.
glass in my chest.
Yeah, that might be useful.
I don't have any black dye. That's what I'm
Yeah.
really getting at. Let me come down there and get the glass out.
That's one wall of one floor done. Except for the glass. Oh, and the actual glass that goes on the inside as well. But we've got white glass for that, actually. I can run up to the thing for that.
Think you can do charcoal to dye stuff?
Yes, we can. Yes. I think we've got ink sacks anyway over the birch house. I'm just going to run up there anyway for the white glass we got up there. Oh, wow, you got a fair amount done here.
I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna leave this glass right in this chest.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my stroker back in my chest. So there's, let's see, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sacks of glass. And I have a little bit more if I need it.
I think one of these. Oh, I was wrong. Oh well.
People should just assume I have stuff. Like in the Discord chat the other day, somebody was talking about they were gonna start selling short corporate shields. And I said how much, and then they were like, "Don't tell him." I'm like, you should just assume I already have short shields.
I mean, you can just everything. You have everything.
Pretty much. And what I don't have, I've bought. Like the second I hear somebody selling something that I don't have or that I don't want to make, like I don't want to do B stuff, right? So like, second I knew Scotty was selling honey stuff, I just went and bought like everything he had.
Hmm.
Like I don't want to do B stuff at all. It's such a whooping, in my opinion.
I feel like DJC might do Bs eventually. That's on brand for him.
Like honey is great because you can spin in bottles and drink it anytime. So like anytime you're like poisoned or the wither gets you or like guardians or anything, you can just drink honey.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
And the
like,
honey
not have to drink,
blocks are useful for machines as well.
It's so good to be able to drink honey because instead of drinking milk, like milk removes your say night vision or whatever or water breathing. It removes it both positive and negative, and honey only removes the negative effects. Honey is so good. I mean, I guess if you don't have any black dye for the glass,
I've got
melt some wood.
Yeah, I've got black dye. I need white dye, possibly.
I can get some bone meal. There's so much bone meal on my face.
I want to see if this is... Yeah, we haven't got that. Okay.
So... If you need me to go get bone meal, I can. Shovel.
That's that. That's that. Okay. 16 more. No. That's more than enough black glass. It's only 2 per window. It just shapes the walls at the top. A very minute change.
I will go get you some... What do you call it? Bone meal.
Okay. Thank you. That's less important, because just for like the white glass behind the walls. It could happen at any point.
I need to, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, I need to go get some more shovels anyways.
Ah. I should have brought my, I've got a shulker box of stone shovels.
Nice, I don't want to use them at all.
Neither do I.
I would rather use the most weirdly or unenchanted diamond shovel than the highest enchanted stone shovel that you could make. Even if it's slower, I don't care. I'm too good for stone shovels.
I mean, you say that, If you look
Oh, I mean
back
it.
just a couple of weeks,
No, I had like diamond tools within like a couple of days. I just wasn't talking about them.
sure.
That's like the first thing I did. I'm gonna tell you, I'm in a. I was talking to Jamaica, and he was talking about like how long until I have diamond armor, and I'm like, bold of you to assume I'm not already standing in diamond armor right now. Not seeing my picture. I don't think people would understand the speed at which I do things. I don't sleep.
Beast
What's up, B
Silver
Silver
B.
B? I don't think I've seen a Jet Samurai stream before. Well, welcome in.
Yeah, welcome in. First time chatter.
Yeah, first time chatter. Nice.
Yeah, yeah, we're just working on building a shop. We don't know what the shop's gonna be for yet, or anything about the shop. We're just building a shop for the hell of it. In Brokerock. I'm not sure if you're aware of Brokerock, but
I really need to put rails in the tunnel so far on horse.
I think horses are quicker still, right?
I don't know.
I don't know how fast rails go.
I don't know either. I know they like sped them up on Java, but we never got any of that. They've never.
Well, they haven't released it on
mentioned
Java either.
I thought they did.
No, it's still an experimental stuff.
Is it only experimental? Like I've tried messing around like in the code and stuff to like make them faster. So like every mob has its movement speed, right? So like if you go and like mess with the like NBT set editing and stuff like that, and increase the rail speed, you can increase it for a little bit, but like the second it goes back over a powered rail, bam, back to normal speed.
Yeah.
Something hard coded about the rails on Bedrock that just, I mean, absolutely put a break on it.
Maybe it's why it's taking longer is because they haven't realized it's hard coded.
Surely they would know, right? I mean, like,
I wouldn't doubt the Bedrock developers not understanding their own code.
I mean, yeah, it depends on what intern wrote it originally. So
Yeah.
I don't really know, but like when all that stuff came out for Java, right? So like I started seeing all these little videos pop up, you know, like you launching minecarts way off in the sky and stuff, which I've never understood why it never did that on Bedrock, right? So like, if you try to do that on Bedrock, currently it just gets to the end of the track and then falls straight down. Really, no matter how fast you're going.
Yeah, it was a change they did on Java.
I never understood why it doesn't just like shoot off, right, and keep going. But so like I thought, well, I can, you know, I'm a smart guy, maybe not like the smartest, so like you know, but like I know what's going on a little bit. I thought, well, I'll just go in and like edit its movement speed, and like I could get it like there it's like it's like point something whatever for its normal movement speed, but like it has like a max speed of like 3 point, you know, and then like a bunch of decimals. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and edit it to 3, you know, like see what it does. And it speeds up for a minute, but the second it goes over like a powered rail, it just kills the momentum.
That
But
doesn't, yeah.
or like if it gets to like a corner, it slows down like almost instantly at all times. Super hard to keep that momentum, which even if you get it up really high.
They should definitely work on implementing the stuff they've done on Java into Bedrock. At least so people here can test it as well.
It would make some interesting machines, and I don't know if I've seen people do that on Java currently, right? So like obviously they've just been like yeeting minecarts into the sky, but I think it could actually have like actual practical uses.
Hmm.
I mean, if you could control the speed, you could launch minecarts to like different levels, right? So like you could have different level tracks that did different things. So you could, depending on how fast the minecart was going, you could launch it, say like to the first floor, to the second floor, to the. You could actually do useful things with it. It isn't just for like eating villagers or your friends. I can see actual useful things for it, but I don't know. I don't know how much people have actually tried doing useful things.
Hmm.
How much bone meal did you need? A bunch.
Probably not much. Oh, actually, maybe a fair amount. Because the glass windows, white windows. How much have you got bringing over?
I got all like. What else, Judd? Is that it?
Yeah, probably. But then you've got your shovels.
Oh yeah, shovels.
Just casually forgetting the purpose you went over there.
Apparently.
We weren't doing entrance. I think. I guess we might need to. Let's see something's changed. I feel like I've. Oh, there. I think this does go above the water slightly. Which is nice. Maybe.
That thing is so massive.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put unbreaking on these shovels. Last a little longer.
Definitely one of the. Probably the biggest build on the server once it's done.
Probably, at least to this point.
Yeah. Probably for most of the server, I think. I don't think many people will build this big, other than maybe us again.
Yeah, I was trying to say maybe me. I'm not. I mean, I do have some iron farm stuff I want to do.
Yeah.
I really should finish this one. I really should do those bottom village trades and stuff. I didn't
Oh, if you just set them up
finish
as villages,
any
not
of that.
without the trade so far.
I mean, they have trades, but they're not locked, or
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't been trading with them, and I haven't discounted them or anything. So, like, really, I just wanted to make iron because DJC was like using so much. Like, I don't think you understand. He comes over here like, and I told him he could. That's fine. I thought like, he comes over here like a couple of times every day, like fixes his tools. Tried to explain to me how good his. I don't even know if I would call it free range villagers were for like trading and stuff, and I'm like, no way, dude. Like you like that, like because he didn't set it up in any real way at all.
Yeah,
He just like started like putting beds and workstations and stuff down. I'm like that is chaos. Like you're gonna like so like sometimes like different builders will get killed and stuff. I'm just
I
like
mean,
that's a great concept, I guess, in theory, but
I can't say I've done things like that before.
it's fine if you're not really serious about trading or anything. It's fine. And I've made some like open concept farms and things like that, but they were still, even if they were like able to walk around, they were still more or less protected.
Hmm.
But his is just I mean, it's not protected or especially well lit up or organized in any way. Or you remember Orr's base on Sons of Burgess?
Yes, yes, I do.
His area is very much kind of looking like that without the snow. Which in my brain just like makes me want to die a little bit.
Yeah, no, I never liked Ore Space because of that. I'd
It
generally
it
avoid it.
it stabs me in the brain and makes my brain hurt a little bit. I'm just like,
Hmm.
it's all this. It makes me want to start like moving stuff around. So I have to leave so I don't start rearranging his base.
Hmm.
Maybe I should do that. I know his monitor's been kind of wonky, so he hasn't been on very much. I could just, and I know he's been busy digging, so he probably isn't going to his base very much. I could just rearrange his base for him.
That
I
would
like
be
this.
really funny, to be honest.
It's like building a proper trading hall
Hmm.
when he's not looking.
He just turns around and just sees a trading hall just there. I can't remember how high up this goes. I think it's 5. This is where this build gets trickier. Diagonals are hard. I think it's just that.
I don't know what Voided is doing. He is online all the time lately.
He's been AFK today.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing, but I don't know what he's AFK yet.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's got a proper base somewhere. He's been working on some stuff underground. So I'm not going to spoil that because you have to
I'm
watch
not asking.
videos. But yeah,
Maybe I'll go look at the world download and see what he's doing.
yeah.
I go spy on people's bases and stuff through the downloads, just so I can know what people are working on.
Yeah, it's kind of how I figured out what
Yeah.
helpers were doing.
Oh, I have no idea what they're doing. I don't even know where secret helper base.
Oh, yeah, I have no clue where that is. I just mean Cole's thing, because he's got stuff underground there he was working on.
Oh, does he? underneath his little coal buster house?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was stuff underneath it. Spawn is so. I've quit looking at Spawn underground because it's so chaotic under there.
It's Swiss cheese.
It makes me want to go start filling it all in, but I don't know what most of it goes to, so I just had to like quit looking at it.
Hmm.
It made me want to like go. What are all these tunnels? Not that I have any room to talk because I have a tunnel under Spawn also, but mine is.
It's quite low down. I
use
think yours
mine
is
like
actually out of spawn.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess like it's headed out of Spawn anyways.
Yeah.
I use it every day though, and I think most of those tunnels have never been revisited after they were dug.
Probably not.
I mean, the sewer thing was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Oh, I saw a Wooded video where he was like booby trapping some of those tunnels.
Hmm.
It's not a spoiler. If you haven't seen it, everybody should go watch it.
That was sort of the video I was referring to, actually. He was doing loads of stuff recently the other day as well, after that video.
He's been on a lot lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on a lot, so I know who plays and who doesn't. Jax has slowed down a little bit, which I thought was weird because Kai's come back.
Scotty's
I
on
thought he
a
would
lot.
like be on. Scotty's on a lot.
Like, yeah. Every time I'm on, Scotty's on. Except for now.
I'm on a lot in the middle of the night, so like him, Mesh is on a lot.
Oh yeah.
Woody's on a lot. I'm on a lot. Jax is on a lot. Who else?
I sometimes see. I've been seeing DJC on a lot, a fair bit.
DJC's on a lot during the daytime. Well, I
Yeah.
guess it's probably evening time for him. He's on a lot. He's doing all that digging. I told you he's.
Yeah.
What he's doing, but he's doing a lot of digging. I really need to go help him dig, but I also want to get this kind of leveled off, and then I might go help him dig.
Yeah, I'll just keep working on this whilst you're doing that. So at least there's some shop built for when you've got back.
I mean, I have so much stuff to sell. I almost had a yard sale right in front of this.
Probably could have.
Y'all have those y'all have those in the UK? Like build like a little tent.
Yeah. Sometimes it's more like just a table. We tend to do like car boots. Not sure if you have that in America.
Car trunks. We have car trunks.
Yeah, like the car.
We have what we call a garage sale.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
just do it like in front of your house. And like if you live in an apartment or something, you don't typically have.
Yeah, we've got.
Our apartments are typically smaller, so they don't usually have a lot of stuff.
Like, you usually go to a local sports hall or something, that like a old school sports hall type thing, or like some random field, and you just with your car and you sell stuff from the boot or
like
trunk if you're
Like the
American.
trunk of your car, yeah. That's wild. Can't believe that creeper blew up and didn't drop a single block. Much for 100% drop rate, right? I guess it's Podzol, and maybe the Podzol doesn't have a very good blast resistance. No blocks dropped from that creeper either. What is going on? Oh yeah, 8 blocks dropped that time. Why are there so many mobs? Nothing else. Oh, there's a one in trader. What do you got, bro? Let's see. Jamaica and old guy. Quite a few old guys, but Probably still gonna buy it. Oh, I was like, what is this black wall right here? How come I can't get around it? Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, it's part of the building.
You know that chest with the glass? I'm gonna put all the bone meal in that. Oh, it's not all gonna fit. I'm gonna take this bamboo out of there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm gonna make it into bone blocks. There's a stack of bone blocks, and then some more stacks of bone meal.
This, I think I've built this too high.
Find the wandering trader. Get our sire.
Oh,
It's over here somewhere.
How was this taller than the other one? It'll be 5 foot from the ground still, right?
I have to start keeping the tokens in my hand. I can't find this wandering trader.
That's why. Actually, a lot taller. Okay. Need to bring that whole thing down by 1. Yay! What fun. Another one down. Yep. That's not how you place scaffolding. How do you place scaffolding? There.
Oh, there's the wandering trader. Stop, bro.
The lowest it was. So I will do stairs first. Slab. Wool. Just means I get quicker at building these. It's fine. So I can bring that down to there.
Where did I killed a spider. I was gonna say, where did I get string at? But yeah. That totally checks out.
And that. And then I just need to bring this bit down as well. Oops, that was too low. Why can't I get on here? There we go. that, and then that's pane. Down to the right height. One window down on this side. Starting to come together. Slowly. Do you think we should have doors on all of the corners, or just the maybe the opposite ones or something?
You put the doors on the diagonal sides?
Yeah.
I would probably just do the opposite corners, right? So like the one that faces the lawn and then one that faces the river, maybe?
Yeah. So yeah,
I mean,
this one.
somewhere you're going to need to put like stairs and like elevators and redstone stuff and just...
Yeah.
I guess you could put in that stuff in the center, but I don't know.
I mean, we can cut off bits of the walls as well inside. We don't have to have the walls inside flush to the outside.
That is true. Except for the window parts.
Yeah. Well, windows can just look through into nothingness.
Like generally, like the way skyscrapers are made, right? So like there's a inner core, right? So like that's where like your elevators and like HVAC and like power and water and sewer and all the things, right? So like all the things that the building needs are in that core.
Yeah.
And the exterior of the thing is pretty much nothing. It's just like glass and aluminum, and I mean it's just like the exterior of these skyscrapers is so barely structural. It's really the core of the building that gives it its strength.
In that case, I am going to a little bit of ground here, probably. Where's the rest?
Mesh, there he is, right there.
That much grass. So I'll bring this around. That's that bit. Okay, that's where I'd put the weight.
You know what we should do is we should have. I don't know if he would, but we should have, he used to do this thing on his server, right? So where he would generate a map of the whole explored area.
Hmm.
And like I don't know, like once a week or every 2 weeks. I don't remember how often he did it. Maybe like once a week. He would like put it up on the website so he could so you could just go to the link and like cruise around on it and look. It was like a 3D map. He like converted to Java and like did a bunch of weird things to it. So he said it took hours and hours to do, but
I think yeah, we discussed doing that at one point on here. If I remember right.
Brady used to do it for his server.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we never had anybody that wanted to do it.
Yeah. Just asked Scotty really nicely.
We discuss a lot of things. A lot of things get discussed. Never. Maybe I should just ask him how I did it and I could do it.
Yeah.
I would say a computer that could be doing it. It would require a download though each week. I can just do it every time there's a download.
Yeah, Cent does it ever so often. I think quick enough that it'll be a roughly every week.
I mean, I know we have a Brokerock website.
Yeah. Yeah, because John Micker runs it. He's just going to bring this round to the side. That would be useful. And then I need 4
I just
steps.
don't know. I mean, I can convert to Java. I mean, I have Java and I have a converting tool and I have all those things. I just don't know how. I don't know what the programs are that he uses to create the map. I don't know if it's a mod for Java or if it's like an external program. I don't. Maybe I'll message him.
I think there is a mod for it, but I don't know if that's what he uses.
Because I mean, he's always posting stuff in the Discord.
Yeah.
Showing different things.
We could just ask him to put that onto the thing, to be honest.
Well, no, the one he used to post his thing was way more deep. They're just like screenshots and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. If he's creating it, then we may as well just put the ones he's creating
No,
there.
but like I don't think what he's posting to the Discord is the same. It's like lower whatever. It's like these were like fully interactive maps. You could zoom in, turn it.
Oh yeah. So we got that doorway done. Time to go back to that. Back to here as well. Just trying to manage so many windows on one page so it doesn't mess with the view, chat, and Minecraft.
Well, I have your stream up on my second monitor. I've been thinking about adding a third monitor.
Yeah, same. I just don't have space on my desk for it.
I have a third monitor because my other computer.
I have. Yeah, I've
I
got.
think about bringing that to a center stack, like putting the second computer on a center stack.
I have around 5 monitors that I could use.
Yeah, I have a bunch of old monitors too.
2 of them are like decent enough to like just use as well as monitors. And I sometimes do. I just don't have the space on my desk to put all 5 on or 4 on. They're decent enough to use.
I always think, man, if I had one right here on my left that I could use, I'd be so happy.
But then once you've got that, it'll be, oh, I could just add one more.
I mean, I would actually be technically going to 4 monitors, right?
Yeah.
Since the other computer would be in a center stack.
One, two, three, four.
Sometimes when I'm streaming, right? So like I'll put my like OBS or Meld or whatever, but I also put all my chats over on my second monitor, and it's a little much on that one monitor.
Yeah, I've got that on my second monitor, so my screen can also record it and put it on the screen. Because I don't know how else to do it. There's probably plugins that I can use, but I just take the stupid way out every time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like the way I know how to do it is 10 times better than the way I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Even if the way I don't know how to do it currently is way better. but I'm not gonna go bother learning it.
Why learn something new when I
Let's
can
not
just
let's
stick
not
with that
talk
same
crazy.
old method?
Yeah, yeah, I can just do the way I already know. Even if it doesn't do everything I need to do, I'm like, good enough. It's fine. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Is rearrange my monitors. We have a meeting this weekend.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
We've got 2.
Yeah, 2 meetings. Yeah, big times.
Fancy.
It's nice having so many members who have to have 2 meetings.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
I think, yeah, we got 30 people playing this season, 31 when I last counted that were recording. If you count everyone
Maybe.
that's actually playing, it's like 34, 35.
I mean, I don't know how accurate that is that everybody's recording.
I'm just going based on the people that have posted videos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, recently there's been a couple stragglers.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to kick John out.
Yeah, I didn't count him. Yeah.
Man, this ravine that runs like right down the center is highly inconvenient.
Yeah. But then it's also a pre-dug out area.
Yeah, but it's highly inconvenient to come back over here.
Yeah. And I guess that's that next one done. It's speeding through these windows.
Maybe not nice because I don't know how many windows you have, but
I mean, there's 3 per side, there's 6 sides, there's...
no, I was like, I don't know how much glass you have.
Oh. Yeah, there'll be enough glass there. But there's definitely enough glass there for this floor. 18 per floor. We've done 5 so far on this floor. That's decent. Almost halfway through this floor. Wait. No, a third of the way through this floor. Just did a little bit of Judd maths. One thing I'm actually surprised about is how, like, the build actually turned out looking okay.
Well, I thought the pictures you showed me looked really good, so I don't know why you would be surprised.
Oh no, I meant like when I showed you the pictures as well, when I was just throwing it together. I'm surprised. I just had like a window design sitting about, so I just threw a bunch of them together and made it a hexagon.
Right. Hexagon, bestagon.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Technically, I guess it's 8-sided, isn't it? Octagon.
Yeah, it is an octagon, isn't it? Yeah.
Here in America, it is. Yeah, I don't know about.
No, yeah. It's eights.
But hexagon best again.
Yeah. There's 24 windows that I need to do for a floor. Ooh. Actually, no, not for this floor, because all of this isn't going to be enough. Yeah. Because, like, this floor, I'm guessing, would just be the station. If we go with that.
Yeah, probably, right. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
This will be just the station. Unless you want to go down with the station, like, you know.
No, I think
that would
this
make
is...
it two. That would make it 2 floors down from the front of the building.
I think this is fine for the station, because that means it can come out not being underground for most parts.
Like, especially on the what I'm gonna call Pond Village side, it's gonna be underground for sure.
Yeah. Which is good for the spawn village.
I know that there are quite a bit of underground things here. I really hope we don't dig through somebody's stuff.
We'll just avoid it. We'll just go down a bit more, go up a bit more. We can avoid stuff.
I mean, I guess it doesn't have to go, like, the whole square doesn't have to go down. So, like, if let's say we hit somebody's area over here on, like, this far corner, we can just stop digging.
Yeah. I think they should be fine here anyway. This is far enough away.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked underground. Is the thing.
Neither.
You know, I know Jackson M's base comes back a little way, like their shopping area.
I don't think it's this far though.
I don't think it is either, but I didn't really explore down there too much.
I'm going to put that stuff away. And do the glass. The glass needs putting in. Which I do need.
I bet Jackson's glad to Kai's back now.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's nice Kai's back as well. It's having people around playing and stuff in your time zone is usually nice.
Well, Kai and Jax are not in the same time zone.
No, I mean for me.
Yeah, they're like in the same time zone me and you are. Pretty much exactly.
What am I doing? Glass.
Kai's in the UK somewhere, and Jax is in the same time zone I'm in. So assuming you're really British, which is what you say, you know, you don't drink tea. They're exactly the same time zones.
Windows. I hate trees. Oh, we need to remove the tree eventually.
That is a weird take, Judd. I hate trees.
Oh no.
Lever and TF grid.
Lever and TF. Oh, with heads.
Sorry, yeah, one trigger.
I thought they'd join the voice chat saying.
No. You think Lever could join a voice chat and be this quiet? Not a chance.
He could just be sat here in silence. You never know.
0%. Yeah, 0% chance. Maybe I'll just keep those in my inventory. Maybe I'll just stick them in my offhand. I can buy all these heads.
Yeah, just keep them in you. You're gonna run into more heads anyway.
Well, I rarely do it where I'm basing it because I'm always underground and stuff, so I never see the trader.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a little bit while I was building the Guardian farm, but not all that much. Rarely.
Is that? Have you got a lot of stuff from that so far, or?
I haven't AFK'd a lot. Been working
Yeah.
on other stuff. Oh, I can't buy stuff from you if it's in my offhand. What sense does that make?
Oh, it just doesn't count it as inventory. I
If you
forgot
put
that
it
would
in
be a
your
thing.
offhand, it doesn't buy the head.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all. I'm gonna kill you just for that. You know, I didn't even look and see what else he had to sell. I could have bought stuff. I don't know.
Too quick to violence.
Yeah, maybe like that's dumb. Like I don't even understand. Yeah, so like if you keep your tokens in your offhand, then you can't use them to trade.
I guess it
That
just
makes
it doesn't
zero
recognize it as an item because it's in your offhand. It's just
That
something that
makes
exists.
0 cents. Yeah, 0 cents.
It's just another thing Bedrock doesn't do well because offhand is just not done.
Yeah, the offhand is so
It's like the offhand doesn't exist in Bedrock.
they've not worked on it at all. I feel like
The idea of an
they just
offhand
anytime
exists.
you ask about it, they just put it off. They're just like
Yeah.
they don't. I feel like they don't really want to bring it to Bedrock, and so like they just keep punting it down the road, just
I
hoping that
think
everybody will quit talking about
possibly it just doesn't work on Bedrock because of mobile players.
it. I mean, that's probably a good chunk of it, but that is the probably the thing people want the most.
Yeah.
So they're gonna need to figure it out. I mean, a lot of mobile devices, especially the older ones, you can't actually do more than 3 inputs, right? So like you can do 2 fingers only.
Hmm.
But if you add a third finger, then you don't get that input. But most modern, especially like flagship stuff, does 3 or more.
You didn't see anything,
So
by the way.
I get that like moving and like turning, that's your 2 inputs right there. But I don't know. They need to figure it out. Get their life together. I need to figure out how to farm the end dragon so I can sell elytras.
Can't you just? Oh wait, never mind. No,
Can't
yeah,
I just go mine? Can I just go in rating? No. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to.
no, I meant set up a thing above where he spawns and just kill it instantly.
You know, like I've seen like TNT stuff, like, but I don't have TNT. So maybe I could get a mace. I wonder if I could one shot the dragon.
I think you'd have to be from world limit. No,
So what?
I think it'd be
I mean,
word limit.
I can build up to world limit.
Yeah.
I don't know
think...
that you'd have to be at world limit. I mean, you could probably fly up higher than world limit, right?
Oh yeah, you can definitely fly higher.
And then just cancel your flight, and then I don't know. I don't know if that works. I don't know enough about the mace.
It's just based on your height, so yeah. You'd have to hit on
What's that
time.
up?
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna have to ban that guy.
Yep.
Let's see. Do my mod stuff here.
Yeah.
How do I ban him? Let's see.
Oh wait, I can just do that.
There you go. I got him.
You got it. Thank you. Cool.
I don't know why those always pop up. Like that can't be effective marketing, right? Like that's
Yeah, like no one's dumb enough to click a link like that. At least not anyone that's watching Twitch or
But
anything.
usually it's not even a link. It's like do this and then add a space or like, and it's like who is going through all that trouble for
Yeah.
something so sketchy? Like usually they can't even send links because Twitch and stuff doesn't allow. But like it's like who is doing all that?
Yeah.
If you do all that, then you deserve it. You jump through all those hoops to get hacked and stuff, then that's like, it's like, bro, you really went out of your way to get your account stolen.
Oh, well. The issue is, for me to continue, I'm gonna have to remove so much bamboo.
I can come chop that. Give me a second.
That's okay. How long have I been live, actually? Oh, only just over an hour. Jeez. I'm actually beginning to feel tired now.
It's funny because Voided was like, he was like, you must have got so much bamboo from that. Probably like a double chest or something. I'm like, bruh, there was like 6 or 7 double chests.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point is it needed doing. I didn't do it for the bamboo. There was a lot of bamboo.
No one needs that much bamboo.
I mean, I did keep it.
Yeah, I know. I saw your shulkers of it.
I did. I mean, we did chop it down, so that's. I should get to keep it. If I chop it down, I should get to keep it. Anyone could have went and did that. It needed doing. So I feel like I should be compensated at least a little bit, right? Like that seems fair. If I do all this good stuff for the server, I should be compensated a little bit. I should be allowed to keep the wheels. They would say. Yeah, he was like, it's probably like a double chest, and I was like, I didn't say anything, but it was way more than that.
Thanks, B. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like it was.
I like the one.
Like it was
well.
some.
So I keep looking at them.
Yeah, I picked up all those chests and stuff just because they were so messy everywhere.
Yeah. I noticed they were gone earlier. Wondering where they'd disappeared to.
They're at my base.
Yeah. I saw the bamboo because I went through all of your chests the other day.
Nice. So you're on the lever plan now. I see.
I wasn't stealing. I was just looking at all of your chests.
Yeah, having like a good supply of shulker shells, so nice. It really just like cuts into your chest monsters. I still need to like move all those chests and stuff, but it is at least a little bit nicer. Because I mean, like I had so many chests that they were like starting to block the areas. I mean, those outer tunnels are like 7 wide, and it was getting down to like only like a couple of blocks where you could go on the outside of them. So that really having shulkers really helped that. Yeah, but moving the shulkers weren't as bad as I thought they was gonna be. Once I like developed a system, I had to do it actually 3 times because I killed one. Moving it.
Are we guessing minecarts?
No, I didn't. I just moved them in boats.
Oh, boats. Yeah, I've got boats.
I didn't want to lay all that minecart track.
Yeah, I'd kind of expected you were just pushing the minecarts with your body, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't have that much gold to make the powered one, so I would have to do that. I mean, I did push them in a minecart, but only just a few blocks to get them set in position.
I have around a stack of gold ingots now from the farm. And that's only from like 5 minutes of running it.
I have more gold.
What do I need? 23, right? I think that's what it was.
I don't know how much gold it takes to make like a really long minecart track.
Hmm.
I just feel like I don't have enough.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I have no clue either. But we're talking about like thousands of blocks, so.
Hmm.
It's probably 2,000 blocks to move them from where they are currently in the end dimension. Then it's another 4,000 blocks out of my base, so that's a lot of minecart track.
I can't remember the design. It's a block in the middle. Maybe a stair or something. Yeah.
Bamboo is so satisfying to chop it down.
Oh, looks like a big slab.
The only problem with bamboo is I don't think you can make charcoal, is it?
No, yeah, there aren't any logs. Oh no, there are. If you compact it together, maybe. I can't
I don't think
remember.
it makes charcoal though.
No, yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it does.
Probably not.
I'm gonna say it doesn't. I'm probably wrong.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
think you're
say it
probably
doesn't.
right. Ow. This was selected.
There are some like bamboo does have stages that other woods don't have, but I don't think you can make out of it. B Silver B says they like those windows.
Yes, yeah.
I paid you through chat. Jordy's talk to them.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm in the front. Have I? We're getting most to build at this point. Maybe 11. No. 4 less than 11. So 7. And 2 more. Where have I put my black beans actually? Ooh, trident. There.
I was watching this video, right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember the guy's name right offhand, but I bookmarked it. But he was talking about how you should record like clips of yourself saying things, right? So like you should be like, "Oh, hey, thanks for following," or like like if somebody donates money, you should be like, oh my god, that you know, I really appreciate it, you know, stuff like that. So then like you can set up an alert to just automatically play those videos.
Hmm.
And I was like, that is the smartest thing I've ever seen. And I thought, man, I should do that. I haven't done it yet, but I seriously have considered it. Because it was like, you know, because like everybody always has these like alerts, you know, and stuff.
Yeah, there's at least customized alerts.
Yeah, yeah. So like, you know, like everybody wants to like make this different sound or this, you know, like this thing pop up, and it's like you should just make it play video, and I'm like that is super smart. That is super super. Like people are always asking me, did I see this Minecraft video or that Minecraft video, and I'm like, that is not what I watch on YouTube.
Hmm.
I don't watch Minecraft videos, which is it seems like I'm telling people not to watch Minecraft videos, but yeah, 100%. I watch people like build things like weld and stuff in real life, and I watch people who make videos about making content.
The only Minecraft videos I watch are like, I don't even watch Minecraft videos really, but
Just the Brokerock videos. That's pretty much it.
Oh, I don't even watch
Or
them.
if I'm, I watch some of when I can.
If I've got time and if one comes up on my feed, it's saying I'll watch it. Yes,
Like
the other
I
voice
watch
is old guy.
DJC.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It's me. Sorry. Yeah, it is old guy.
I should probably have put that somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with old guy. He's building this with me. In our birch suits.
I'm mainly just doing the digging and supplying the materials currently, but yeah. Sometimes I feel like I need to just pick a streaming platform, whether it's like OBS or Melt Studios or like I changed my streaming setup so much. Sometimes I feel like it's like a analysis paralysis, right? There's always one more thing to try or one more thing to change or one more thing, and it's like it never sets. Like I never get it set properly.
Yeah.
It's like the thing they call analysis paralysis, where you kind of endlessly examine all your options until you never actually get anything decided.
I've never heard that before, but
Yes,
yeah.
it's called analysis paralysis, where you constantly examine all of the choices.
Yeah.
But but you do that for so long that you never actually make a choice and get something done. It's just it's like a never ending debate thing I'm always talking about.
Beers had an analysis paralysis too, and has also been on some of your streams apparently.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They've been in some of my videos.
I did not know. I did not recognize the name at all.
But yeah, analysis paralysis is like a really common. Like you always want to make the best choice, right? So like you want to. It kind of like stems from like fear of missing out. So like you feel like if you commit to this one thing that like something better is going to come along and you're going to have missed out on it because you already, you know, picked this other thing. But
I feel like
in reality, you picked nothing and you missed out on everything.
I'm not sure. I don't think you would have, but possibly be might have. I don't know. The Good Place. There's a character in it. Yeah, Chidi.
Yeah.
He sort of has that for I'm guessing that's Fizz or something. The person you play with me.
Right.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, he's obviously uses it for moral dilemmas, but I
right?
guess it could be personal dilemmas as well.
But like if you constantly if you never pick anything, then you missed out on everything.
Yeah.
So at a certain point you have to make a choice and stick with it. But I'm the worst at that. So like I'm always like changing my streaming setup and stuff, and then it always seems like it's broken because it is always broken because it's brand new at all times.
You never
I
get
feel like I need
familiar
to
with the same thing because it's constantly changing.
right. At a certain point, I'm gonna have to just like pick a lane and get in it, right? Like it's yeah. I think that's called analysis paralysis.
I've actually hit the land now.
Nice.
So
I think if you're going on this side, yeah, I was gonna say if you're going on this side, I think I chopped most of the bamboo.
yeah,
At least for a good segment of it.
I don't know what to do once I've got to the land, to be honest. I'm thinking I'll tear the thing up slightly, the terrain.
Yeah.
Have some flat levels. But I'm not too sure, I haven't really thought it through.
I can come through here with a shovel and I don't know where you want to dig it down to, like Y64.
Yeah, I don't think this section should be to 64, but you obviously can dig below it to 64, wherever you're digging to.
Yeah, is it your thing at 64?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then I'll just cut a wide area right here.
But I'll stop the building as such, like it'll tear upwards with the terrain on the outside. So we don't have to like mine the entire area flat.
That was my plan.
I mean on the outside of the square.
Yeah.
Or else we'll just keep digging. We will never stop. Spawn Town will be flattened to this level.
I like it. Let's flatten Spawn Town. I say we dig out the whole entire area, except for where people have built. We just lower the ground all around the city.
Everyone's just left on stilts of dirt.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll dig out from under their houses, and like, except for like if they have basements and stuff, and if they don't, we'll put them on stilts. Love it. Then we'll be like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
It's always like
I thought
this.
y'all wanted that. Yeah, y'all told me y'all wanted this. We'll just gaslight the whole server. I love it.
Sounds good to me.
If you don't want to dig out the outside of that, then I will just not bother him.
Yeah, we'll just
Dig
see
out whatever
where we
you
need to dig after. Like
Let's
some
chop
of
that
it's
tree
built.
down though.
Oh yeah, trees. Definitely go. I think that's 5 blocks, yes.
Since you hate trees, that's what you said earlier.
I did say that earlier, didn't I?
It's in the game, but I'll still be here lurking. Well, we appreciate that. It is
Yeah.
I'm sure Judd really appreciates everyone who's watching.
What game are you playing? If you're still here enough. Okay. I am thinking there is probably a good point to dig it to. Maybe one more. Alright, fair enough.
Anybody I know?
Keep in mind, Old Guy does know everyone.
I do. I mean, I know quite a few people. DJC joined this server one time, right? And he was all excited to tell me about it, and I'm like, yeah, I already know about it. I used to be a member there. With Toasty Puma and stuff. I was like, yeah, I know about it. I know about Omega. I was there when it started. I didn't play very long because it was a Java server and it kept getting more and more modded.
Oh, was that
And I was like,
Fortress World?
No. This is after that. This was something him and like Spiderweb Ninja and like a few other people were doing. It's called Omega. I don't think it ever really lasted very long.
I think I've heard of that
played
one
on
as
it for a
well.
little bit. DJC played on it for a little bit. He made a few videos. Anyways. And I was like, I was gonna play on it, but like it just kept getting more and more modded. He was like, how do you know? I'm like, I know everything and everybody. I'm like, my DMs look like crazy stuff. I talk to people all the time. Like I don't care if somebody has no YouTube channel or if they have a one with hundreds of thousands of viewers. It doesn't make I don't respect any of that. I don't put value on people just because they have a YouTube channel or something. So I talk to everybody. I know everybody. That's actually how I met DJC is because I just started because I'm one of those people that just like messages people and I don't stand on any formality and stuff. I'll just bother whoever.
Oh, Cuban used to be a member here. Remember, right?
Yeah, TNC Cuban. Yeah, I've chatted with him a few times. I wouldn't say we're friends or I know him really well, but I've chatted with him various places. But I don't stand on a lot of that formality stuff where it's like, do you know who I am? Well, yeah, sort of. I think it's crazy ridiculous. Because some people get super into that, like they just act like they're famous. I'm like, are you though? I'm like, you're just a regular person. Not TNC Cuban is not like that. That's not what I'm saying. But like, there are some people that you like that it's really hard to like message them and like talk to them because TNC Cuban was super nice the few times I chatted with him. Honestly, I can't remember what we talked about, but yeah, super nice guy. But some kind of famous people will act kind of snotty, like they'll be like, they won't message you back and they won't like interact with you. I'm like, are you famous though? I'm like, are you though? You're just a person playing Minecraft online, the same as me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people forget is everyone's just playing a game.
It's like you're not the NBA. Like, calm it down. You're not LeBron James. I don't want to imply that it's TNC Cuban I'm talking about because that's absolutely not who I'm talking about. But yeah, I do run into that occasionally, and it always is so funny to me. I'm just like, calm it down, bro. Yeah, it's Cuban is super nice. Like I said, I've only chatted with him a few times, but he was super nice with the times I did chat with him. Yeah, I didn't want to. I realized what I was saying, and then like that it would imply that it was him, and it is absolutely not him. He is very approachable and very nice. Super. Yeah, I got started on and like stuff is I would just bother anybody and everybody in the world. I didn't care. I didn't like if they even made a little bit of sense on Reddit, right? So like if you've ever been to the Reddit, you know how crazy it is with Java players and stuff. But I would just message anybody that sounded like they were talking normalcy on about Bedrock and stuff. It's like I met some like all kinds of people. That's where I met OrTV at, where he and I became friends. Then DGC and I became friends through that. But yeah, I would just and you know a lot of times you get rejected, and but I don't take that personally. I just keep pushing it. So yeah, that's how I know so many people because I don't take rejection personally. You just go, well, maybe that guy has something going on in his life, or maybe he's busy, or just whatever, and you just keep it moving. Yeah, but yeah, TNC Cuban, the few times I've chatted with him, was super nice. It might have. Oh, I'm out of. I don't know how. Oh, because I've made 50,000. I was just thinking, how am I out of chests? But I now I understand because I put chests down everywhere over here.
Yeah, you did. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be streaming for, to be honest.
Well, it is pretty late there.
It's 4.
Oh, yeah, about 4 a.m. almost.
Yeah.
Did y'all install your British summertime yet?
Yeah, we switched last Sunday. On Mother's Day.
Is that right? Right.
It was Mother's Day here.
Oh.
I know we've got different Mother's Days.
It's like nobody said anything to me about Mother's Day. Let's see when Mother's Day is in the U.S. I was gonna say I think it's in like May or something.
That's roughly when Father's Day is, I think.
May 11th is Mother's Day in the U.S.
I know yours is always later in the year. Usually is.
Father's Day U.S. June.
Actually, I think ours
A
is
little
around
over a month. So a little over a month apart.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, California. Yeah, you're 2 hours behind me, so I'm 6 hours from Judd. When he has his British summertime installed. He doesn't always have British summertime installed.
Yeah, it just depends on the time of year whether or not I install it.
They call their daylight savings time BTS. British summertime. BST, I guess, not BTS.
Yeah, BST. Where did I just jump off?
Somehow different than that Korean boy band, but only slightly different.
Different enough.
You know who is super into Korean boy bands, like K-pop music?
I'd imagine DJC.
No, well, no, not him. But it is a Swedish person on our server.
Oh, Love Dust.
Love Dust. Love Dust is really into K-pop. That's so weird to me because they're so far apart, like Sweden and Korea. Here on Brokerock, we have server people that are like all over the world.
Yeah, we've got
some in India, some in Australia. I think Sota is in Japan sometimes.
Sometimes. I think he's mostly in California.
UK. Oh, is he in California? Okay. We have a lot of UK people. We have a lot of Swedes.
And we've got people from Netherlands now as well.
Who's in the Netherlands?
Cole's from Netherlands.
Oh, okay. We have some Scottish, not Scottish, Irish people.
Yeah.
Kai's Irish.
No, Kai's lives in Scotland.
Scottish.
He lives in
yes.
Scotland.
Okay.
He's not Scottish.
His accent is Scottish then.
Yeah, he's got a Scottish accent.
We got a few Brits. Some American Brits. We have some Canadians. We got a bunch of Americans. You can't throw a stick without hitting an American. I don't wonder what the total number of time zones are. It's got to be a lot of them, right? At least a couple of European time zones, and I don't think anybody on the server lives in the Mountain Time Zone.
Yeah, no one does. Oh yeah, Mustang's back. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from her still, but since like the first week.
I don't know what she's up to.
We haven't seen a chat at all, and at all. Guessing life just got busy again.
Let me tell you who's been kind of slower than I would have expected. It's internet. I don't know what he's got going on, but
He's
we're
more
gonna kick
active
him off
than
the
last
server.
season.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kick him off the server if we don't get his act together.
Hmm.
Which will be super awkward.
I think he's released more videos than me.
I haven't released any because I've just been streaming. Not this
Yeah.
week because I've been kind of sickly, but I recorded a lot of the preseason, and I started looking at that footage, and a lot of times where I thought I was recording, right? So like I go, okay, I'm gonna record this. Like I didn't record stuff. Like I was just like, this is so disjointed. I'm like, I'm not gonna put out any of this.
I didn't really play much of the preseason.
I recorded a lot. I mean, I recorded this one thing, and I am gonna still put that out. But my partner in crime has decided to delay it.
Oh,
we were gonna put it out
on first,
whatever day, April 1st, yeah. But we decided to delay it because the person hasn't put out any videos about it. So we were kind of we're gonna wait on that. That's where I'm gonna leave it at.
It's a shame. I was looking forward to it.
It's a pretty good prank. I don't think we're ready to like we don't want to spoil what they are doing with our thing. Like, is what we ultimately decided.
Yeah.
People were getting hot about that on the Discord. I'm just like, y'all need to calm it down.
This is.
I think with a server this size, things are bound to get spooled accidentally. Whatever. Yeah, hopefully she, I don't know what Mustang's up to. Maybe I'll message her and see if she needs anything.
Yeah, because we've all got stuff we can just give to help.
Like if that would help her make it. I give people stuff all the time. Like if I know that they're kind of struggling a little bit, and like giving them a box of stone or something would help them make a video instead of them going mining stone, I don't mind doing that. I would rather give somebody something than for them to go mine for 2 days instead of making a video. I don't want to say who it was, but I gave somebody a whole bunch of granite. Is that how he says it? Not to give spoilers, right? I gave him like a whole bunch of granite so he could just go make a video instead of mining granite. How do you say it, Judd? Do you say granite?
I think we went through this before on Saturday. It was, granite.
Yeah. You say granite?
Yeah, granite.
That's how I say it too. He says Grand Night, which I think he might actually be right, but and that makes him mad.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I gave him a
to
whole bunch.
look at this wall quickly, and I will be back in a sec. So keep them
Nice.
entertained.
I'll do what I can. So I'm gonna go back into my granite rant. We have andesite, granite, and diorite. So I think granite should be granite, which makes me mad because I don't like being wrong, but I think the kid was right. Yeah, it's weird that Judd agrees with the American way to say because he never agrees. Yeah, so I think either granite needs to be granite, which is how this kid pronounced it, or it needs to be andesite, right? It needs to be andesite and diorite. Because if they're going to be diorite and andesite, then it should be granite. Which, like I said, it made me a little mad. I made him say granite before I'd give it to him, but I did give it to him. Just because instead of like going mining for 2 hours, he could just go and like record something really quick and put a video out. So maybe I'll contact Mustang and see what she needs. Like if I don't want her gathering materials, when she could just be making a video. So yeah, I'll find out what's up with her. Yeah, like saying andesite doesn't sound right. So and diarrhea, like diarrhea is the worst. That sounds the worst one, right? Like that's like it sounds like vomit in my mouth a little bit, right? So I definitely don't support changing those. I would support changing granite to granite if those are my two options. If saying diarrhea or granite, I would rather say granite. 100%. Yeah. So I could get down with saying granite before I could say diarrhea. And and like I said, I don't like it when the American way is the wrong way, but I did accept it that I am wrong. I mean, it's just un-American to admit you're wrong, that you're doing it the wrong way, and someone else is doing it the right way. It's wildly un-American.
Going around spreading the granite propaganda.
Yeah, I'm gonna start saying granite. I'm hoping it catches on. Like my granite countertops.
It is a. I have definitely heard people say granite a lot.
It's a. I can say granite before I can say like diarrhea.
Hmm.
That sounds like vomit in my mouth. Just like yeah. And I know a lot of people hate the diorite in Minecraft, but I think it's okay, especially if it's polished. I was playing in one of my my old server, like in a download of it, and like I was just like, I was like, man, we built some cool stuff, and like it made me want to play single player worlds, like just where I could just do like crazy wild stuff. Like it didn't, like it doesn't matter if it lags. None of that matters.
Hmm.
That is one of the things I miss about playing in a single player world is in a multiplayer server. In back of my mind, I'm always thinking like, oh god, that's gonna lag the server. That's gonna lag the server. Even Birch can look good. Birch looks good all the time. Even Birch can look good. Look at, oh, I'm not streaming. Judge, show him your suit.
The suit.
Yeah, that's the Birch suit. It said even Birch. No, not even Birch.
Have you seen the Birch house? You must have
I
seen
don't
the
think
Birch
they
house.
have. I suspect that they have not. It is the best house on the server.
Yeah.
It is certainly the most expensive house on the server.
Yeah. That's okay, I'm gonna show you the Birch house. You need to see the Birch house.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Especially if I bring the horse.
You're gonna be pretty impressed. Especially considering how new the server is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get out to the pier and then look up. Okay. There is the Birch house. I will change my FOV quickly. There you go.
Just for info, I'm a she and I'm very old.
Okay. I'll go up there and show you it in person as well.
It has an emerald block roof.
Very fancy roof. Very fancy tower. Everything about it's fancy. It's even got a courtyard.
Can't remember if that's Blackstone or if that's deep.
I think it's deep slate. We didn't have any blackstone.
We did. It was just at DJC's base. We didn't want to go get it.
Oh yeah, yep. That sounds more like us. Yeah, but
We really should do something in that courtyard and maybe put some windows in.
possibly. This feels really small now, comparing it to the build over there.
Oh, it's tiny. Tiny compared to this.
Yeah, like, now I'm on the horse
like
around this. This is, like, so small compared to that.
Yeah.
Like, both of these floors are shorter than the height of one floor of that.
I mean, technically, my base is 128 by 128 blocks. So technically, my base is technically a little bit bigger than that.
Jeez. This is a big shop that we don't know what's selling still.
I mean, it's going to be a whole bunch of things sold in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, did you know there's a lush cave under here? Because I didn't.
Yeah, we covered it up before.
The woodland mansion atop a guardian temple atop An abandoned mine atop a stronghold with an outpost next to it. Trial chamber close. How is all that spawn so close together? I don't even know how those would spawn in the same area because they're in such different biomes.
I
A
have
pretty
seen
incredible
seeds
seed.
which have that actually.
I mean, the woodland mansion and the outpost could, those are pretty close biomes usually. Because outposts can be in taiga and stuff like that. And so it wouldn't be impossible to have an outpost and a mansion close together, but then have a ocean monument at the same. I know you said right on top of each other, but even within 100 blocks, that would be insane. I mean, I don't know. I don't usually like to accuse people of shenanigans right off the bat. I mean, I've seen some really messed up weird seeds. So, and I don't know what update it was created in. I mean, it could have been created in like 2 different updates, right? So if you had, because you could load in like an ocean monument, right? But not load very far past it, and then in a future update, well then that area becomes a woodland mansion, So I can see how these kind of things could happen. It's not one of those things that is beyond belief. So theoretically it could happen. So I don't want to be like, oh well, shenanigans, something they did something. I don't know. I mean, they could have done something, but they could have also just it happened through natural circumstances. Brand new, interesting. I have seen some really broken seeds in my time. So I don't know. I have considered making a new Minecraft world for my long-term world project. I have my 24,000 ingot iron farm in my current long-term world, but every time I look at it, I think, man, I could have done a little better. and it's right at spawn, so I got to see it all the time, right? It's like this big billboards, that I have to look at every day. That just it's like you could have squeezed a few more thousand out of this. Yeah, it's like you could have tried just a little bit harder, which is ridiculous, right? But that's how my brain works. That every time I look at it, I'm just like, you could have probably done about 30,000. You could have. What's wrong with you? And I played on Sim4, and the more I play here on this server, I realized that I really like Sim6.
Yeah, you said you were
Nice.
trying to sort of limit yourself to what the average player would use, but
yeah. But I'm not the average player.
no.
I don't think most of the people on this server right now currently understand how much materials I have. They know I have a little bit of iron, right? They know I have I've withheld and held back and not flooded the market. I've tried to let people sell things, and as long as they sell them at a reasonable price, I don't like people price gouging. But yeah, so I don't I really need to start selling wool and iron and stuff. I feel like that would spur a little bit of building. Yeah, within 2 days of the server starting, I was standing in full iron diamond gear. And I've not flooded the market with over it. Did you see all those shulkers sitting there? No, it might not be shulkers. It's like a chest sitting out in the corner, Judd.
Yeah, yeah.
That's full of like throwaway diamond gear and throwaway pickaxes and stuff.
Oh,
I was gonna deliver it to the diggers, like the helpers and stuff,
hmm.
but then like Jax was like giving them like iron gear and stuff. And I didn't want to like step on his toes. I want to be like, oh, that's cute. Let me give you guys all this diamond gear. That's what I'm saying. Like I hold back, right? So like I try not to step on people's toes and just be like, oh, that's cute. That's adorable. There's like a chest sitting in the courtyard, and it's just it's like a shulker of helmets and a shulker of chest plates and a shulker of boots and a shulker of pants and like two shulkers of random pickaxes and like shulkers of food and just random, you know. Oh, like some random gold gear too, so that they can not get attacked by piglins. Yeah, he was. They were talking about it in chat one day, and I was about to give it to him. Then Jack was like, "I've got a bunch of iron gear you guys can have." I'm like, "All right." So I might just save it, and then whenever they need more gear, I'm gonna pay them to go help DJ. So I'd like to see that wrapped up soon.
Hmm.
I know they're working on the Nether hub or whatever, but I know there's a little bit of time crunch on that, so I'm gonna not try to pull people off that job. Spoilers, we're gonna have a Nether hub.
I think that needs to slow down because the stuff that we'll talk about in the meeting.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't paid much attention to what's going on there, so I don't. I'm the worst person to talk to about with.
Hmm.
I just don't. I don't go in the Nether, so
Neither. I've been in
especially
the
mining,
Nether
of course.
once this season.
I've been in there a few times, but every time I go in there, it's different. So I've quit going in. Also, I can't trust DJC's tunnels because he don't put up signs saying I can't punch holes in the wall. So criminal DJC. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Nether. I've never. I think it's always too dark. I think everybody makes the tunnels too dark. The Nether itself is too dark, and I just don't care for it. Some people say the portals load kind of slow, but I don't think so.
They haven't been recently.
I think that's a lot of people's ping and stuff. Just they're telling themselves that they have slow internet connection. Oh, I broke my pickaxe. Yeah, I think a lot of that is just people just. If you have a slow internet connection, you're gonna obviously load all those chunks slow. And you can have a fast internet, but have a low ping. You know.
I mean, the low slow portals I've seen happen a lot on Solo World, so it's just Minecraft. It's nothing ping related.
Maybe.
It's something to do with client, I think. Also, what do you think of this? The paths.
Somebody sleep. Okay, good. What do I think of what pass?
These paths.
Oh yeah, I like it. I like
And the
I like
stairs.
stone bricks. I like stone bricks. I'm a big fan.
Cool.
Hi guys, we're complaining about the portals just today. Yes, let's see. I was okay, but back in the days I played on peaceful. You know, when I first started playing Minecraft, I played peaceful all the time, like on the Xbox 360. Like I never really played Minecraft before then, so like I played on peaceful all the time. I don't see any problem with playing on peaceful. I know some people think think less of it, but video games are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to like if you don't have a good time on hard, then don't play on hard. That's
Hmm.
what I tell people. I don't think there's any stigma to it or anything else. Video games are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to just be hard all the time. When I play 7 Days to Die, because I'm not very good at it, I play on like the lowest setting. I don't care what people think of me because it's supposed to be fun. I'm not supposed to die over 5 seconds. So yeah, I don't have any problems with people playing on peaceful. Yeah, but I know a lot of people that think that way, that like you have to play on hard or whatever all the time. I'm just like,
It's not
no,
that.
you don't.
No.
Yeah,
Play whichever way
you
you
can
find most enjoyable.
you can switch back and forth if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously here on this server you can't switch back and forth because we've all agreed to play on hard. But if you're just playing in a single player world or something, just play however you want. Switch back and forth. Switch between hard and peaceful. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, I know a lot of people that think that way too. When I played on Xbox 360, because I'm such a miner, right? Because I like digging and stuff. At one point in time, I was number 1 in the world for like breaking blocks for like mining and stuff on peaceful. Because that's all I did. I would just mine like day and night. Just you gotta think like the worlds were so tiny back then. I think they were like 512 by 512 or something like that. I mean, like, they were pretty small. And then I think they became at one point. I think they became. This is before they were infinite. So like, I think at one point sometime they were like 2,500 or something like that. I mean, I forget the exact number, but they were so tiny. And the nether scale was different. Console editions used to be pretty wild. Dude, I like these little paths around here. We could like put like bushes and like little planter boxes and stuff along the outside.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. We'll need to mine out that section you just walked up at some point, but that's less of a important thing because I've reached the corner of this anyway.
Mine
But,
out what? This part right here?
yeah, to the level that you're standing at. Because that's only like 3 blocks for most of it. Maybe 4 at some points. But it's not too much of an increase, and then just increase it again on the other corner, or the other flat side, sorry. Increase the height more. I am.
You know, mining is like one of the most peaceful things you can do in Minecraft. You just put on some music and just go digging.
Hmm.
The next thing you know, you have a tunnel that you can. I'm big into building bridges and tunnels and roads. I think that's one of the things that a lot of people overlook.
You've definitely built a lot of them.
I think it, because I used to watch this guy, right? So like when I first started watching Minecraft videos, I watched this. I can't remember his name. It's like adults only Minecraft or something like that, which sounds nefarious, but it is like the most family friendly, non dirty channel ever. And he was a Java player, right? And this is back when I played console edition, which was essentially just Java. and he'd always take these big tours to these Java servers, and like that's one thing that they always did. They always had like railway systems
Yeah.
and roads and like all these like boat paths and things. I'm like when I start doing these, that's what I'm doing because it was so cool to get to see all the builds because he would just go like on the mine carts or he would just and like he would see so much of the world.
Yeah.
And like I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand is it when they build these nether hubs is you aren't seeing the overworld where people are building. Nobody's building stuff in the nether. Like you're not touring the nether. You'll build these little tunnels that you never get to see any of the world.
That's something I've just like discovered more recently as well. Is that I want things to be overworld. Like on Foundations near the end, I was trying to make as many paths as possible overworld, just to be able to travel like that instead of using the Nether. It's just
I will say
more
that's one
enjoyable.
thing I
On a
really like
horse.
playing on the server with Scotty B is
Yeah.
that who is also one of the newest Brokerock members is that like the server was always like the overworld part was always really cool because like it kind of like our spawn village everybody tended to like have like a farm area and then like a spawn area. Like you'd have all these really cool builds at spawn, and then like you would have your like ugly stuff like kind of far out. I mean, he even made some of the spawns. Like he would like go get like an island and then like paste it into the world we were using.
Hmm.
As like the spawn, which I'm fine with. I don't. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, it has to be 100% natural gen or whatever. Like, it has to be the perfect seed because no such seed really exists. No perfect seed ever exists. It's always going to be compromises of this or that. Oh, my control. Oh, that makes me sick. I hate like whenever my battery dies in my controller because it just does whatever I was currently doing for about 10 seconds. So like if you're turning when your controller dies and it's just spin constantly. It's a little nauseating.
Hmm. I'd imagine it would be.
Feel like you're not doing it and feel like your game is just spinning. He started Java with beta 1.5.
I started around then as well. I think it was before then. I was in alpha when I started. But yeah,
Controllers are one of those things on PC that like make people mad sometimes, and I don't understand why. Because it's, in my opinion, it just makes it so much better. It just makes it easier because I'm a little older like you are also, and I just find if it makes my handless, I just like it. But I also don't like the wires. I have a headset that I use, and it annoys me because it has a wire. I really should just use my Bluetooth headphones. About half the time they're not charged up. So yeah, controller gang. Said I play Minecraft for fun, so I don't want to have to sit there like hunch. I sit in a recliner. A lot of people don't know that I have a recliner that has wheels on it. I actually mounted the wheels, and I have these like rails that sit on the floor. It's like it scoots up back and forth my desk and stuff. It's actually way better than any like office chair or gaming chair that I've ever sat in. I know that seems ridiculous, but it's true. I'm too old. I'm too old to be sitting in them little skinny hard gaming chairs.
that's weird actually. I've noticed maybe typing hasn't moved to gaming, but I've noticed because I wasn't very good at typing, but I was decent at using keyboard controls for gaming. So as I've got better at gaming with keyboard controls, I've got a lot better at typing. Like I can basically touch type now. It's
I mean, I do okay with typing. I don't. I'm not doing like 200 words a minute or nothing. But
I think yeah, I've got up to like 160 or 170 at one point now. Like, but before I was doing like 50. I was really bad with typing.
that's pretty bad, Judge. 50 is like. I mean, I guess probably you could get by if you were doing like 60 or 90, maybe, but like working or whatever. But man, 50, that's like 50 with no errors. I mean, that's pretty slow, but I mean, you could probably get by with that.
It's because I used to use one finger to type.
You end up with nerve issues and my arms controller doesn't bother that issue. Yeah, I have some like a little bit of like degenerative joint problems and stuff. So like I find when I use the mouse too much that it hurts, gets my hand problems. So I just use a controller because I tend to like grip mice too hard. I'm kind of like this guy named Jen that me and Judd know.
Oh, generous, yeah.
Where like I grip the mouse too hard. With a controller, I keep a very loose grip. So for me, controller is absolutely the right way to go. I just like the Xbox controller. It is. I would consider playing with Java if they had controller support. Till then, no thanks. I mean, I play some games with mouse and keyboard. I even have one of those. What is it? It's like a Taurus something. It's like made by Razer. And it's like part of a keyboard that you kind of like rest your hand on. When I play like shooters and stuff, I play with that. I should get my steering wheel out and hook it up to Minecraft.
I think I tried that once. Didn't work too well.
I think for Bedrock you have to have a like a thing that remaps it because I don't think it recognizes it as a controller. And I think for Java, people keep telling me there are all these mods that you can download to use a controller on Java, but I've found that they don't work all that well. Like the response time is kind of slow. They could just be Java and how it's kind of laggy a little bit, but I don't know. I don't play Java enough to know if that's normal.
Java is quite laggy. That's why I don't play it. It's very unoptimized compared to this. It just doesn't have the bugs. Or the bugs that do exist are called features.
Yeah, but the bugs on Bedrock are what's interesting about it.
Except for like the random death bugs. Those are a bit annoying.
Oh yeah. Those are annoying. But that, whatever. Yeah, dying randomly sometimes is kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't really have a desire to go to Java, but people get trying to get me to play it. And I would play Java if I could find people that play Java in vanilla, but nobody does. Nobody in Java plays vanilla Minecraft.
No, they've all got some
like,
mods.
They're always like, "Oh, well, we need this mod right here." I'm like, "Do you though?" And like, I'm willing to overlook a little bit of mod, right? Like, you know, if it's just like quality of life stuff, okay. But it always gets out of hand so fast. Like, but I need this mod that builds it automatically for me.
You're getting rid of all the fun of actually building them, is the thing.
Yeah.
I've never understood that.
There's this one thing, it's called baritone or whatever. And then like it literally will just play Minecraft for you. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you people need to like, I don't know, get your life together, but getting it to play the game for you, like I feel like y'all missed the mark.
They forgot why they're really playing Minecraft and they wonder why they get bored.
Yeah. I have about 10 projects I'm working on right now.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
And another probably 5 I'm playing into my head. I don't know how people get bored in Minecraft. It's literally just the thing. It's like whatever you want to do. There's not like rules or anything. Like you can literally do anything. So like I'm bored with unlimited possibilities. I could probably make a list of like a really long list of things I've never done in Minecraft. Like I've never gone and found a camel.
Yeah, no, I've just used like kayak jaxes.
Yeah.
It would be fun to try and go through some of this stuff on Sons of Birches. That seems like the type of stuff we'd do there.
Yeah, we should put together a list of like a never have I ever list.
Yeah, I know before we tried to do achievement hunting on there, but then we realized my achievements weren't working.
But the achievements, I hate the achievements anyways.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of things like I've never done, right? Like I've ridden the Striders, but I've never gone and found one.
Yeah, neither.
There's a lot of things that are in the game that like I never go and do.
Yeah, there's a lot to do.
I had never until the other day. I'd never made a potion of invisibility. Let that one sink in. I'd never made a potion of invisibility. I mean, I've used them like in creative and stuff, and like other people have given, but I'd never made one. I was like, this is really how you make it? Like, you know, like it takes like mushrooms and stuff to make it. I'm just like, you have to make like a spider eye thing. I'm too afraid to ride a Strider over lava. Yeah, I've only ridden them in like really shallow lava because like somebody went and got one and brought it back, and I was like, oh, I'll ride that. I feel like there's like a million things that people haven't done in Minecraft. Like they are aware of them, right? So like it's not like I'm unaware of these things. I knew that invisibility potion worked, but I never really used one. It's like I didn't realize I needed to take all my armor off because I'm like, I use it and then like I'm still getting attacked, and I'm like, what good is an invisibility potion? And somebody was like, because I'd mentioned on my Discord, and they're like, "You take your armor off, stupid." Like I'm like, oh, okay, good. And then like I'm like, oh, this works so good. So like, yeah, there's like this long list of things that like I'm aware of that I see and I go, I don't want to mess with that. So yeah, there's a tremendous amount of these things that exist, and I feel like people just don't take the time to do them. And like, so like when they say they're bored, I'm just like, why don't you go do those things you've never done in Minecraft? Because I 100% know there are things that people have to make. Because I have a list of them. Like I think how would I farm the what are those plants in the end? Purple plant things.
Oh, I've done that before. I did that in season 1.
You made a farm for it, like
And
an
the manual
automated
farm. I don't think you can do an
Yeah, but
automated farm because it
how would
requires placing.
how would I automate these farms?
You have to place it.
How would I automate purple? I feel like I could. Pretty much automate it, except for the planting.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things I think about. Like, how would I automate this? I think everyone on the content creators are just normal people. If they claim they're not, like if they act like they're better than everyone, they're just lying.
If they could act like they're better than people, yeah, they're not normal, they're worse.
Yeah. I tell people that all the time. I'm just some dude that plays Minecraft. I just make ridiculous iron farms. $100%. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if somebody has 2 followers or getting killed by a witch.
I don't recommend doing that.
I was like, what is that breaking glass sound? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have 2 followers or 200,000, 2 million. None of that matters. That's all made up nonsense. Not so much they claim, but I think the audience starts thinking they are Minecraft. They 100% are not.
No, the audience
Some of the
definitely
biggest,
does.
some of the biggest creators get stuff the most wrong. I think at a certain point, like if you get to be a certain size creator, right? So like if you get your head and like if you get your head into that, you know, like you start believing your own Kool-Aid, you know, like you start believing it yourself, and it like I've seen this with some creators that I speak to, you know, like bigger creators, and Minecraft becomes like a job, right? Like it's so like they start where they kind of like hate having to do it, right? They go, oh, gotta go play Minecraft. Like, do you hear what you're saying out loud? I have to go play Minecraft. Like, no, that's like a yay, I get to go play Minecraft.
Yeah, it should be a fun thing, even if it is your job. If you're not enjoying it, don't do it.
I have to go dig a ditch. That's a job. Like, I get to go play Minecraft as a yay job. Like, yay, I get to go play Minecraft. I can't imagine a scenario where even if I was a like pretty big content creator, because I'm not, but like if I was a really big content creator, I can't imagine a scenario where I would hate doing it. I just hate editing videos, so I would never. Yeah, I've bumped up against a couple of these creator communities, and the community itself can be a little. Sometimes the creator themselves they get to drinking their own Kool-Aid and forget that they're just a regular person like everybody else. I mean, you obviously know TNC Cuban, and he's super nice guy. He's just a regular guy. You can just message him and just be like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" So you know some creators are just normal people. Yeah, I mean, but that's different. Like if you just need a small break, but
yeah, it's like I sometimes stop
going
playing because of like creative block, for example, because I mostly do building. It's you can get block and you just like I don't necessarily want to play anymore, or like you've just done a massive project, you're like feeling that feeling of I've done this massive thing, so you stop playing for a bit because you're like I don't know what to do next. You've finished this massive project type thing. It's a moment to recover and think of something new to do.
Sorry, I was just responding to a message. Sorry, I gotta. It's nice being on stream, but not streaming, so then I can just go like answer messages.
Yeah, I just read that. That was.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't tell you what we're responding to, but it's I can't share stuff in that channel. But something crazy happened to a person we know. He's had pretty bad luck.
Hmm.
I was just talking about kicking him out earlier too. Good times. I bounce around between like Brokerock and then like my private single player world. But I've considered starting a new single player world. I don't really like where because I started with this like survival island. I thought that would make me really happy, but I find it very limiting. You know, building like roads and bridges and stuff off of it. So I wish I had a more normal seed. I might ditch the 24K world. Maybe I'll put it up for download. Maybe people would find it interesting. Normally I don't share my private world, but oh oh, it's a minion. A minion.
That's what I was doing. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. It is 5 AM now, admittedly.
They should just buy glass like I do. That's where I get all my glass.
No, they want the dead bushes.
They're probably gonna have to like go on chunk base and look for something really far out. If somebody's base is there, then it's already loaded and it probably didn't get the new bushes.
Oh no, dead bushes have been in the game for a bit.
No. There's a new one, dude.
Yeah, they're not the dead ones though.
It's like dry grass or whatever it is.
Actually, they spawned literally next to my base.
Interesting.
I think whatever they've done recently, because obviously when we got the trial chambers update, that happened below my base last season as well. They've changed stuff so it can generate in chunks that have already been loaded.
I don't like that. What if they broke builds and things?
I think it won't change a chunk that you've messed with. Like if you've touched or broken a block.
you changed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's why you get random chunks missing out of them. Like someone's broken a piece of grass or something, and that chunk is suddenly messed with, so it can't. Yeah, this is turning out really well.
Also, there's a what do you call it? Firefly bush. I haven't seen them. I haven't looked at them, but
Oh yeah, we have seen them.
I haven't.
They're right in front of Scotty's shop.
Oh, well, last time I was in Scotty's shop, he didn't have all that.
Alright.
He was selling honey bottles or whatever. I bought everything he had.
That's why yesterday I was talking about whether or not what time of day it was for people in the server. Because the firefly bushes were active during the day, but not during the night.
Weird. Is he selling them? Is he selling those firefly bushes?
I don't think so. But that would be something that would be nice to buy, actually.
Yeah. I would buy a block that I could place underground and I know I could just make a clock so I could know what time it is.
Hmm.
It's opposite, so it's active during the day and not at night. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what it was then, yeah. It's turning nighttime now. Don't sleep a sec.
They're saying it's supposed to be opposite.
No, it's not supposed to be. It just was.
That's not what they're saying. Right? You're saying it's opposite, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it was happening opposite.
Oh, they emit light particles at night.
Yeah, there we go. It's working properly now. They're coming around now.
Every time somebody says Fireflies, I think of that Owl City song. It was an absolute jam.
I think I just sent Mesh over the hill to look at the stuff. I'm doing a good job. Getting people to a shop that doesn't exist yet.
Maybe it will. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow and set up a garage sale out front.
Oh, he has made a lot of sales.
I almost starved to death, dude.
Right, so obviously we know who bought the frog lights.
I don't.
It was in chat, but it's fine. He has... I'm just gonna collect all these diamonds. They're mine now.
I care so little about diamonds that it's...
45 diamonds. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna put them in my... I'm not gonna put them in my chest. I'm gonna leave them here. So yeah, 45 diamonds he's made.
DJC?
Yeah. As we built the shop and stuff, I think we get contributed as well, right? Wait, rockets are sold. How much are rockets sold at?
I don't know. I don't know what stuff costs on the server.
We can undercut rockets as well.
I'm one of those like really rich people that doesn't know what things cost. In Minecraft, anyways.
Oh, you still got the 3 diamonds down here from the wall as well.
Oh, you can have those too.
Rockets, 2 diamonds for 1 stack. That is very expensive.
3 diamonds for 2 stacks, is that what it said?
No, 2 diamonds for 1 stack.
2 diamonds for a stack? Do they not know about the 1 diamond rule?
So, yeah, we can undercut that. I've got currently 2 rows of a shulker box full. That would be... Yeah, if I actually AFK longer. Because I haven't really AFK'd long.
They're gonna make me build every farm. Maybe I'll just build a giant raid farm.
Oh yeah, that would produce it as well.
I wasn't really trying to make every farm right at the beginning of the season. I started asking people. I said, "Hey, what farm are you making?" And then I would throw out suggestions, and then like 5 people were like, "Yeah, I'm making that. Yeah, I'm making that." And then I decided then and there that I'm just gonna make every farm, and I'm gonna ruin the server.
Yeah, sounds good.
The problem is that like instead of just making like 2 or 3 farms, right, and then like just doing other things, people are trying to make every farm. There's gonna be like I know for a fact that there are about 15 iron farms on the server.
Hello,
What's up,
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati? Man, Cincinnati, you see what's going on in admin? That's crazy, right? I don't wanna out what's going on there, but it's pretty crazy. Those people need to get their life together. B Silver B, you should tell the TNC Cuban to come play on Brokerock.
Yeah, just get him back. He was a legend, I think, so...
If he ever has free time. Because my interactions with him is he's pretty good dude.
Yeah, he was pretty decent when he was on air. We definitely need to get the gang back together. Bring back Jen, bring back everyone.
I talked to Jen a while back. I talked to him a while back. He's living his best life just playing Java. He does a lot of ultra hardcore team deathmatch stuff.
Yeah, I've seen he does a lot of speed running as well.
He plays a lot of Black Ops and stuff. I join his streams every once in a while and chat with him, but he's just living his best life, just bananing it up. Internet, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but Callie said that y'all need a portal. I can get you a portal, but I don't know if you're doing nether stuff this season or not. I am not. So I didn't know if other people were avoiding the nether also. I can get y'all a portal if that's what y'all need. Still had my ears on, so heard he has no time at the moment to play anything. I don't think, but I shared that with him. Good night now. All right, good night, B. Silver
good night, B.
Be up on Friday.
That's ages away.
Yeah.
There's a whole day before then.
Yeah. That's it. I'm going to go put it in right now. I don't know where. I'm just going to start putting random portals all over the server.
To be honest, I think I am done with building for today. As most of it's going to require digging before I can. And it's also 5 AM, and I've been streaming for the last 3 hours.
Yeah, crazy, right? Isn't it crazy how like it goes so fast? You're like,
yeah.
You like look down and it's 3 or 4 hours later.
We've got a good, at least a quarter, a third, I think, of it done so far, of this first floor.
Nice. Good job. I will continue digging some of this out.
Yeah. The main bit's like just where the train's gonna be, well not the train, the build's gonna be in a moment.
Yeah.
Because like, I can't finish this diagonal.
I'm gonna continue digging it out because it'll be part of the stations and things. And
yeah.
we'll need this corner over here dug out. So
yeah. but I think it's turning out really well.
And I think you're overestimating how lazy I am. Please don't put portals everywhere. Do you know how much work that is? I mean, I do have almost a shulker full of obsidian, but I also am extremely lazy.
You're spending the day on the server on Friday. Ooh.
Press X out.
Yeah.
So what I need to do between now and then is build a lag machine.
I mean, I'm going to be on the server
Crash the
all day
server all day.
then as well, so I could just constantly harass you all day.
Yeah, we'll just use our cam accounts to follow him around.
My cam account isn't even in spectator mode.
You know, you only have to get your control stick and use it one time, and it will be in spectator.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hacks! Judd is using his spectator, his cam account for AFK and hacks.
I have yet to sign on with my spectator account.
Hacks sent. Get him, Centranet.
It requires me turning on a laptop, and that is too much effort.
We'll just follow Centranet with our cam accounts and live stream everything he does.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I like this idea. And then we'll just like comment on things he's doing.
It's like a sports thing or something.
Yeah, it's like Peyton Manning when he watches football for some reason.
Or it's like a nature documentary.
Ooh, like Jane Goodall, like we're watching the apes. That's a weird thing to call Centranet an ape, Judd.
Those are your words, not mine.
He makes you a mod, then you call him a monkey. That's rude. You hear this, Centranet? I'm gonna clip that later. Yeah, see? I knew it. Anything to kill this skeleton.
If only I had access to the server console then, I could have made a really funny joke back.
I can't believe you make him a mod and then he calls you a monkey. So rude.
All I'm saying is, it is turning light outside here. And I haven't fell asleep on stream.
Oh. It happens to the best of them, from what I understand. According to Centranet and DJC. I wish I had known that DJC's was going to be, like, he wasn't going to save. He didn't have his Twitch set up to save these streams, you know? And I thought I had time to clip it later and stuff, but the second he stopped his stream, it just went away. I was so sad. First time I saw Centranet's where he fell asleep on stream, it was so good, I thought it was fake. It was one of those, like, perfect magic moments that, like, you know, because I've been on the internet, you know, all these years, that I'm so pessimistic that I think everything is fake. That I legitimately thought it was fake. That's how good it was.
Just such a good actor.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that, you know, but like it was so perfect that I'm like, this has to be fake, but 100% it was real. The more I look into it, the more I'm convinced it was real. But the first time I saw it, I was so sure it was fake. Yeah, it's sometimes these things just work out. It's that good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like but it was so good. It was so good that it looked that it was too good. That's how good of a sleep stream it was. It was so good it looked fake. I know DJC's was real because I was in chat with him. He just said I'm gonna go get something to drink and go to the bathroom, and he comes back and he sits down in his chair. Yes, You know, snoring and stuff. So funny.
All of the bamboo is gone inside finally. That looks so much nicer.
You know, I was against the shopping district area just because I thought it was such a bad area. But like removing the bamboo like made it 1,000 times better.
Yeah, it's quite a nice area when there's no bamboo in the way.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that because there's still a lot of ravines and stuff, but it's way better than I thought it was. I was ready to build a new shopping district somewhere. Like a good across town in the good shopping area. You know, like your town, like it always has like you like it has the mall and then the good mall. Be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the good mall. Maybe y'all don't do that in.
Yeah, we don't really have malls.
You don't have malls.
No.
What I'm hearing is the United States needs to invade UK to bring y'all some freedom in malls.
Why do we need malls? We just go to the high street.
Why do you need malls, Judd? That is the most un-American thing I've ever heard anybody say.
Did you know I'm not American?
Clearly, you're un-American.
Okay,
I can't even believe the things you're saying right
a voided head and a Brady head.
Nice. Are you buying them?
I don't have the things for it if you want on me. It's if you wanted them. It's over.
Yeah, I can't. Where were you at?
This year with the stairs.
Oh, I'm watching your stream. I know where you're at. Yeah, that is the most. You didn't even pick up this bamboo, Judd. What's wrong with you, Judd? It's like, who hurt you, Judd?
What do you mean?
You didn't pick up all that bamboo back there. You just chopped it down.
I picked up some of it. The chest's full.
I will be soon. What does that mean? Oh, Judd will be American soon. Yeah, you're gonna get Americanized, Judd.
Nah.
We're gonna Americanize you. You don't even drink tea. I don't even know. You won't be missing anything. You're halfway to being American already.
I think.
Get you a little diabetes and you'll be fine.
Well, I just almost jumped off. That would have been bad. Holy cow, that's a big cave.
I'm telling you. That's what I've been saying this whole time. There's these huge ravines under it.
And you've basically, yeah, you got this down to 75 from 90. So that's 15. There's about 10 left to go then.
Man, your math lessons are paying off.
But then you only need to go down 5 more in most of the area. Oh no, because it all needs to go empty. Never mind, never mind.
Because we can either build a subway station and
Yeah,
all the things over here. I mean, storage and redstone and.
Which is, I guess that's something we can talk about now, quickly.
Yeah.
We'll be building.
Well, we've told people this is a shop.
Yeah. There's gonna be. We mentioned. I think I might have mentioned in one of my videos, maybe, that we plan to build a subway station, train system across the whole server for a way to get around, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like, how we should have paths and stuff. Like Scotty's working on paths and stuff. We're gonna work on a train station and train system. We've got like a redstone system designed for it, and this is going to be like the main hub, which everything will run off. This first floor of it. Second floor will be a shop. Next floor will be a shop. Something else on the floor above. Something else. Yeah, it's gonna be big. A lot of stuff.
Send me like a shop / showroom /
Yeah.
extravaganza.
Extravaganza is the best word for it, I think. The Great Tower Extravaganza.
Maybe there'll be a place to eat.
Ooh, yeah.
Like IKEA.
Yeah. I mean, when I described like the idea to you, I used IKEA as like an example. We'll have like a
You know, DJC tells me the meatballs at IKEA are terrible. I think they're pretty good, but he says they're not.
yeah, I like them.
I thought they're okay.
Had them for the
Tells me
first
they're
time
garbage,
recently.
but I don't know all that much about Swedish meatballs. So.
No.
But yeah, that's the idea.
We'll have like the birch meatballs. They're just birch planks, which we force you to eat. That window actually looks really nice, really short.
I just made a joke. Sorry. I was replying to a message. Something. Sometimes I laugh at my own jokes.
Anyway, I've been streaming for over 3 hours now. It's like 5:15. It is almost light outside.
Nice.
Now I can
doing just in time to
sleep.
go do stuff.
Maybe I can sleep.
You should admit these things called the curtains.
Oh yeah, I've got them closed. The light was shining straight through though. I've got a south-facing bedroom, so it gets quite warm.
Oh, y'all! I forgot y'all don't have freedom or air conditioning.
I've never. I do. Without going into too much information, my landlord is not the best.
Why don't you send me your address? Post it in chat right here, and then we'll send your landlord email.
No. Anyway, I am going to end the stream.
All right, Judd.
Maybe
later.
after I've slept, so I can at least end it looking at a nice building and the light.
Right. Yeah, I'm digging the design so far.
Yeah, I mean I haven't even done like the divider yet as well, which is one of my more favorite parts as well.
Right. I mean, obviously it'll need some like lettering and stuff on the outside of the building once it gets built. And
yes.
maybe some other things that we will discuss. Some funny stuff to the outside, but yeah, it's coming right along.
It's a very gothic building. Gothic tower. There we go. Daytime. I'm gonna go back here. And say thanks for watching the stream. I don't know how to end streams. I'm always really awkward with this. Oh, someone else has started watching right at the end as well. So, yeah, I'm ending this stream now. This will be uploaded as a VOD, I think, probably on my YouTube.
Hey, go subscribe to Judge Samurai on YouTube.
Go subscribe to Old Guy too.
Right.
And on Twitch. They're not linked anywhere on here because I don't know how to do that.
Oh, so sad. You don't have like the links in your bio on Twitch?
No.
Maybe I'll teach you how to do that later.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how to do things like this. I don't stream often enough for this.
Nice.
I will start streaming more though because I've got got this big project. I've got the iron farm stacking over at my base, so probably stream that possibly tomorrow. Try and reach this thing where I can do things with that. Oh, hello. Bazoo. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how it's...
Yeah. Welcome to the stream. I am unfortunately ending it right now. But yeah,
I said that like five times.
I have.
Got like another hour.
I'm gonna keep saying this for the next hour. But come back tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow again. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for following. I will be streaming tomorrow. Might be working on this. Might be working on stacking my iron farms more. Working on that. That'll be a bit boring. So I don't know.
Man, I guess I've got to start my big iron farm now. You're gonna keep going. I cannot have the smallest iron farm on the server.
You've got 8 so far. You're still beating
Yeah,
me.
I've got 8, but you've got 4. So that's I'm not gonna expand the current one anymore. It's where I'm gonna leave it at. I'm gonna start a new one.
All right. Okay. We're gonna have so much iron.
I don't want to like make one too big, like inside of my base. But like the one I have is currently like more than enough to supply like my trading and stuff. But like it's not too big.
If you build another one, I'm gonna make another layer to mine.
I will make all the layers, Judd.
I will make it a 36 stack
Oh, that's
kind.
adorable.
I'll add a
So I
third
did my
layer then.
single player.
It'll be. I can't.
You saw what I did in my single player world in Sim 4, right, Judd?
Yeah, I did.
110 villages. I feel like I could do 2 times that in Sim 6.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna
I'm
have
willing to
so
go until
much
the server
iron.
melts. I'm willing to go until the server melts, Judd. It's okay with me. I'm willing to melt the CPU right out of the socket. I'm willing to partner with Lever and have him AFK in the Nether. We'll do a 2-person, 2-dimension iron farm. I will melt the computer. I will melt the server. So yeah, you just let me know when I should stop.
And all of this iron will be going to the same shop probably.
I will send it just straight into the lava. That's what I'll do.
Oh no! We need to sell it at the shop. It'll be like a diamond for a shulker box of iron blocks.
Oh, that'd be baller.
With that much iron on the server, we have properly just ruined the economy, and it would be so funny.
You know the server will just look like iron blocks everywhere, right?
Yeah,
Which
it would.
I love the
yeah,
way.
I think
love
that
the
would
way
be
iron blocks
so
look.
funny. Oh, we need to do that.
I love the way iron blocks look, so I'm down with that. But
yeah, let's do that.
I'll just like make a lava blade for all the iron to go into and make everybody mad. It'll be the greatest troll of all time. Make an iron bar that makes like 50 or 60,000 ingots, and then just burn it all.
And it burn all but 1 per hour. Yeah. It produces 1 ingot per hour because the rest is all burnt in lava.
Yeah, that would be so funny. Like the biggest troll. But yeah, I can start an iron farm. That's no problem. Maybe I'll start a raid farm and then I'll start an iron farm. But
oh yeah. You need to build the raid farm.
Yeah, just know that the iron farm is coming, Judd. So you just let me know how many I need to stack, and then that's just know that my iron farm will always be bigger than your iron farm. And it doesn't matter how many iron farms I need to build.
You're trying to compare sizes now.
Yeah. You're being brought iron freedom by Americans.
How do I actually stop streaming, by the way? I don't know what button I need to click.
Are you on OBS?
Yeah.
You on OBS? There's a button that says stop streaming.
Okay.
Since you're only on Twitch, it's really simple. If you go to YouTube, then you have to go like into the YouTube studio.
Yep, not touching YouTube. That's another reason why.
It's a whole thing. The other day, I couldn't get it to quit, so I just had to make it private. So who knows? Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch,